just a kid. Hello! I'm the wee little leprechaun that's stuck down in Ireland. Have you seen me gold? I've lost me gold. Alright, I'm going to tell you all the story. Now, I'm a reputable man, right? I'm a veteran. You know, I served my country. So, if I was going to tell you a story, I might as well tell you a fucking war story, you know? That's why I'm going to tell you this story. It's not a war story. Okay, I was 31 and I was in Tasmania and I bought a property back in 2001. Anyway, I went looking for gold one day and come across this young bloke called Arthur. And I befriended him and he told me he is getting into speed and drugs in Devonport. So I got him out of Devonport and took him to my place and got him a caravan to stay in. Right, so I went and took him to get his car licence as well because he was 16. So anyway, he says, oh yeah, my dad works for the CSIRO. He's a professor. I'm like, oh cool. So a year later, I'm at Cradle Mountain building a stone wall with Shane Rogers. And Arthur turns up. And he goes, oh, me dad and the bikie are here. And I was like, oh, righto. So I walk over and go, how you going? And Arthur's dad goes, the government are angry with you. I said, who, me? And he goes, yeah, you. And he goes, we're picking up your brain waves. You mustn't have watched enough TV. I went, who, me? And he goes, yeah, you. So he was right about not watching enough TV because I grew up in New Guinea and we didn't have TV stations till I was 10 years old. And then the bikie goes, anyone who helps out a young bloke like you did and helped him get his car licence, and that's all right by me. So just do the righty. And I was like, yeah, righto, man, cool. So they go, oh, there's an electrical storm coming, and we have to leave the mountain. So they took off. So I went back to trying to build a stone wall without thinking. And I couldn't do it. So then I put aluminium foil over me head and wore me hat over that for a week. And my head used to get really hot and sweaty. So then I just sold up in Tassie and left and went back to the mainland because you can't beat them. So nothing's happened for 20 years, but I worked out fluoride calcifies your pineal gland. That turns into a crystal in your brain, in the middle of your brain, your pineal gland, your third eye. And your left and right hemisphere of your brain acts as magnetics, and the energy in your body acts as a battery. Basically, you're a walking radio set. You can receive and send. So I worked that out over the last 20 years, you know. So I'm like, ooh, TV and fluoride, you nasty cunts. But This is the deadliest, two deadliest threats we've got besides human beings on this planet. First one is off the east coast of Australia. There's a deep sea trench paralleling the east coast. It's 2 k's deep. Anyway, all the silt builds up on the edges and through the currents of the Atlantic, of the South Pacific Ocean. And yeah, about every 500 to 700 years, an earthquake happens that's cyclic, and all the silt, billions of tons, falls into the deep sea trench, and up comes a tidal wave. They reckon the last one was bigger than the Sydney Heads. And yeah, it hasn't happened since we've been here, or a bit later, so I think we're due for one. And the other threat is a super volcano at Yellowstone National Park in America. If that goes, there goes America. Yeah, so that's a couple of things I tell you about, you know what I mean. Yeah, don't take the jab, man. There's no fucking point, because the virus will mutate before they'll even get them out. So no point taking a jab for any of the mutations. All right, love yous. See you later, alligator.